The new visa bulletin for August 2024 is out, and we saw some big changes in the F2A category. I'm going to break down what that actually means for you if you are married to a green card holder with an I-130 petition pending or a minor child of one. I'm immigration lawyer John Ravi. I help couples come get their green cards in the United States, and we saw some big changes happening again in the F2A category, but it's good for some people, but not other people. Let me share my screen and break down what actually happened in this scenario. All right, so y'all might be familiar with the visa bulletin. This is a chart that's created because every year there's a limited number of people that could get a lot of different immigration categories. So here, the spouse or minor child of a green card holder is called an F2A. And this is the previous month, July 24th visa bulletin. It said cases filed in November 15, 2021 can get green cards issued at this time, or visas issued, immigrant visas. Now, unfortunately, if you look at August, the dates have not changed. So there's no change in timeline as to how long it'll take in total to get the green card. The plus side of it goes to a small amount of people. It's not that small. It's probably hundreds, tens of thousands of people who are in the United States, because as we see under this date of filing application, as opposed to the final action date, the date moved from November 1st, 2023 and jumped forward to June 15th, 2024. So what does that mean? Originally, there was just this final action date, which said that when you file your case, you get a place in line. And because there's annual limitations of how many green cards could be issued, this line keeps getting backed up, and you have your place based on, again, the priority date, the date your I-130 petition was submitted to USCIS. Now, that has not changed. But during the Obama administration, they added a date of filing category to make it easier for people to start sending their documents to the government to get the process started. So once their date is current, they already have the paperwork in the government's hands. This then became another situation where they said that, oh, if the person's in the United States, they can also file for adjustment of status form I-485 if they have the ability to do so. They maintain status and all the other regulations required for adjustment of status. And the good thing about filing for Form I-485 adjustment of status is that you get to apply for a work permit, for international travel permission, and if your underlying status, let's say you're on a B2 tourist visa, you're on an H-1B visa, you lose your job or it's about to expire, the tourist visa, if the I-485 is filed, it's non-frivolous, and it's pending, you have the receipt, then you can stay in the United States in the meantime. So it helped a lot of families already here in the United States. So that's what happens here. Essentially, this date of filing makes it better for certain people that are in the United States to file the case already. But to add to more confusion, add insult to injury, USCIS then months later, once this whole thing was created, said, no, we're going to create a second kind of bulletin. And if you type in visa bulletin, you could get the DOS one. If you type in USCIS visa bulletin and go to adjustment of status filing charts, you'll be able to see that they have a whole separate series of charts. Now, they haven't updated these yet for August. It shows July. But every month, USCIS makes the decision of whether they're actually going to follow the date of filing as opposed to the final action date. I know it's very confusing. It takes a while to get the hang of it, but essentially, probably they're going to do the same for August. So if you are in the United States, you have maintained status, and you have an I-130 pending, and the priority date for that I-130 is before June 24th, before June 2024, which isn't that far off, then you can file for adjustment of status and get the process started. Probably do a medical checkup, submit the I-485, work permit, child permission, and then once submitted, you no longer need to maintain status. So it really helps those people. But people over the embassy system, they're not going to get their interviews until this time. So they're still backed up as it is, but it is a good indicator of sorts, because that means a jump this far fast forward means probably this case line is moving faster than we thought. Who knows? This stuff changes all the time. But that's the explanation. Hopefully I did a good job of the visa bulletin. Now, if you want to get to know the immigration process more about marriage cases, we have a detailed 40-plus page guide at no cost to you. If you go to marriageimmigrationlaw.com, www.marriageimmigrationlaw.com, and download that guide, there'll be 40 pages of information and guidance about how this all works to help you out. And we're always here live Tuesdays right now at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we take questions live on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. Now, Facebook's off and on. They have some sort of app issues, but YouTube, and Twitter and all the major places, Instagram, you can find us there and ask general education questions where you can respond to it. Just follow us on Immigration Talk or JQK Law Firm's YouTube page. That's the best place, but also TikTok, anywhere else you can find us. And we can break this stuff down further for you And if you want to schedule a consultation, reach out to us at jqklaw.com/contact, and we can take things from there. Thank you so much. I hope this information helped. I know it's complicated, but that's how the government's designed this system.